Hey there, this is Shadow. She looks a lot like my cat Felix, who is missing right now. But one thing about getting married is you get new pets added to the family, and this is Shadow. Today on the Heavens Metal podcast, we're going to talk some more high school football, and we're going to talk about regrets or lessons learned. Stay tuned. So, today on the Heavens Metal podcast, we're going to talk about another story that happened my senior year in high school. I had mentioned in the last podcast that I had had some injuries that kept me out of 5 games of my senior season. My senior season was like a big deal for me. My parents moved to Montgomery, Alabama in the summer between my junior and senior years, and my parents, at my request, let me stay with my sister and brother-in-law. Both of my sisters, funny enough, married Air Force guys, officers in the Air Force, and they both were stationed at Edwards Air Force Base at the time. So I stayed at one of my sister and brother-in-law's house, and so I got to go to Desert High School for my senior year. I went there all 4 years, and I got to play my senior year of football, which was great. And I was very, very thankful. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Thanks, Vicky. Thank you. So anyway, I had an injury that took me out of 5 games that year. And when I finally was able to strengthen my back and I started wearing a back brace like a motocross rider would wear around their, like a kidney belt around their waist, I was wearing that and doing some exercises and taking it easy, trying not to aggravate those muscles. So anyway, when I finally came back, we were going to play Rosemond. And back in the day, Rosemond wasn't much of a challenge for us. No offense intended, but you guys weren't that good. I think your record was like 2-9 or something like that. And we weren't super great, but we made the playoffs all 3 years that I was there. And so anyway, yay Desert High School. By the way, one little anecdote, I just found out this year that my beloved alumni, my beloved school, went to 8-man football. So it's crazy, or is it 6-man? I think it's 8-man. Anyway, so the football program isn't what it used to be, but hopefully they'll be competing again like they have most of the time. Anyway, so we were playing Rosemond. The week after that, we were going to play Tehachapi. And I was really looking forward to, playing in the Rosemond game because it was my first start my senior year, I think, coming back from injury. And then the following game was against Tehachapi. Now, Tehachapi had a running back named Mark Ricker. And we always joked around snidely with bad attitude that he was 19 years old. He might have been. He was a stud running back. He was like a little fire plug out there, kind of short and stocky, super fast, and he probably gained 2, maybe 3,000 yards. I don't know. He was ridiculous. He just ran over everybody. And Tehachapi were like these mountain boys, Tehachapi Mountain in California, but they're all like 6'3", 200 pounds across the line. And we were a 1A school, and we were mostly small. We had some speed and some athleticism on our team. Anyway, so I was really looking forward to being able to play Tehachapi the following week. And as a linebacker, as an inside linebacker, Mark Ricker would have been my target on almost every play. And so I have a regret that I can't look back into my past and say, yeah, I faced an excellent athlete. I faced somebody that was great and be able to see how I could do. So that's a piece of my life that's missing because I didn't get a chance to go one-on-one with Mark Ricker for an entire game and see how I could have done. But anyway, going back to the week before the Rosemond game, I think it was the Wednesday or the Thursday practice before the Friday night game. We were in our full pads, but we were wearing these big giant pads on our arms, like giant thick pads, blue things with like straps that you put on your arms. So the people that were blocking would just be blocking the defensive linemen with these pads, and as defenders, we were wearing the pads. And we were basically playing touch or tag. And I think it was the scouting offense for us was running a Rosemond play, and Brett Nafziger, one of our running backs, was running the ball, and I, as a linebacker, struck through the line and had him captured in the back of the backfield. But he was running away from me, and so I had to run fast to catch him and tag him. And I think about this play because if I would have just ran and tackled him, I wouldn't have hurt myself. If I would have tackled him, I might have gotten in trouble. He would have said, hey, Doug, we're just supposed to be doing touch here, not tackle. And I also could have just run faster, gone all out, and maybe try to swipe the ball. This was before Lawrence Taylor had become a hero in the NFL, and smacking the ball out of people's hands was not something that happened. It wasn't really on most football players' radar. That would have been a really cool chance to do something like that in practice. And I probably could have got, you know, a pat on the back from the coach. Instead, as he was running away, I kind of ran half-heartedly and tagged him. And as I tagged him with my arm, it seems like my arm kept on going and my shoulder, I don't think it came out of its socket, but it strained it. And I immediately had a fever. It was weird. So my shoulder was hurting. I had a fever. I went over to the coach and I said, Coach, I just hurt myself. And the look on his face was priceless. I hate this memory because the look on his face was like a very disappointed dad. He looked at me like, you're kidding me, Doug. You're hurt? Oh my gosh, go over there, go see Mr. Love, our athletic trainer, or something like that. But so I set out the Roseman game, and I didn't play the Tehachapi game. I don't even think I went in. I don't know if we scored in the Tehachapi game to be able to kick an extra point. So I don't know what the stats are on that. But anyway, so what lesson did I learn from that? It's in the past. Let it go, Doug. Don't wear your Letterman's jacket anymore. You're just embarrassing yourself and embarrassing us. Anyway. It's fun. Football was fun. It was definitely way in the past. And a lesson I learned from that's helped me in my life was go all out. The coaches say play till the whistle blows. If I would have played till the whistle blows, I wouldn't have got hurt in that practice play chasing after Brett Nafziger. I would have been able to play the Roseman game. Who knows what could happen there. And I would have been able to play against Tehachapi, which I really miss that opportunity. When I was a junior, I was a second string linebacker, so I don't remember playing that game at all. And we got beat, and we had a chant going, stick Ricker, stick Ricker. We all wanted to just, you know, shut this Mark Ricker down. It's kind of a fun experience to be able to look at a star player on the other team and game plan to try to take that player out of the game and try to win the game, a common coaching technique. But so I look back at that. I missed out on those opportunities. If I would have gone for it, if I would have played till the whistle blows, I might have had success there. I might have different memories to look back on now. So the lesson is to go all out. Don't run through football practice at half speed. Go full speed. In music, in life, at your job, at school, go full speed. We have this breath in our lungs, we have blood. God created these incredible bodies to live this life. So live it, go full speed, play till the whistle blows, have no regrets, leave it all on the field. Those are my life lessons that I want to pass on to you on this video blog today. So join the discussion. Until next time, I'm probably going to have a music business story for you. No more football. But hey, football rules. Football is this awesome sport. I think it's the greatest sport known to man. I like basketball, soccer, baseball, hockey, and skateboarding. Love all those sports. But compared to my love for football, man, I almost hate those sports because football is just so awesome. It's like all these metaphors of war, bombs, and blitzes and stuff. It's great. But so anyway, you musicians, don't hate on jocks. You know, we're people too. Next time, see you.